Ow. Alright guys, for today's video, this is not a video on flock cameras, but this is a video on something equally as insidious, and honestly, probably even more insidious because you won't be able to see it. But this is along the lines of Leonardo and their signal trace program, which is a sniffer that picks up all the over-the-air signals that can come from anything related to vehicle, like the TCU, a person's phone inside of it, laptops, smart watches, Bluetooth headphones, tablets, medical devices, microchips and pets. This is along those same lines, but what this is yet another spy sniffer program that comes to us thanks to our greatest ally. You know the ones, the greatest ally we have. The ones that attacked the USS Liberty in 1976 to try and blame on Iran to get us drawn to another war. The ones that were behind the whole 9/11 debacle. Charlie Kirk, all this other stuff. You know, those greatest allies, those ones, right? So this is now a thing that comes from a, right here, Israeli tech company that their whole mission is to, let's look at their website really quick. They are a global leader in investigative analytics software that empowers a variety of government and other organizations with actionable intelligence for a safer world. There we go. There's that key word again, safety. Safety is the thing that they use to trample all over your rights. But this company is called Cognyte. I don't know, we'll go with Cognyte. I don't know what it is, but it is an Israeli tech company who, what they do is they build spyware. And they have developed this thing which is called FalcoNet. And what it is essentially, I don't know, maybe like I'm guessing they have the dimensions down here of like what it actually is, but I'd probably think it is something along the size of like a small cooler that you can actually fit in a Pelican case. And what this does, it was originally designed to be used militarily wise in like helicopters and planes to pick up and track and redirect cellular signals and calls. They have now made this spyware readily available to police. The police, and they've been using it in Europe for now. We all see how great Europe is with, arresting and punishing citizens who have done nothing wrong except decide to speak up. And they've been using it in Europe. They've been using it in Israel and Palestine because, of course, they have. And then now it has started to make its way to the United States. Florida started using this back in March, and now Texas has just started using it. But what it is called FalcoNet. And where did I see what it is? What it does? Okay. So essentially, the cops will now drive around and it will be running, and it will just sit there and it will pick up everybody's cell phone. It will run from anything from 2G all the way to 5G. It will pick up every cellular signal. It will monitor those cell signals. It will tap into those cell signals. It will redirect those cell signals from a real tower to the fake tower that this little FalcoNet is doing. So the FalcoNet is driving around producing a fake like phone tower to pick up the signals of anything around it, to then spy on it and listen into and surveil. This is out of control. This is absolutely out of control. There is in no way that anybody, any of the bootlickers out there that try and say everything is for our safety, that try and say we need these things, there's absolutely no way you could spin your broken little mind to justify this. We are long past justification of this, okay? So March of 2026, the Texas Department of Public Safety Criminal Investigations Division asked for approval to spend $4,487,500 of taxpayer money on this Cognyte surveillance setup. What they actually requested for is approval for emergency purchase necessary to protect the safety and welfare of state personnel and property. Delaying the procurement process could result in unacceptable safety risk to personnel and compromise operational readiness. Okay, so what is it that you want it for? Nothing, but that's what you requested it for. Okay, I could probably look at the whole memo here, but I don't really care to. It doesn't matter. But of course, in there they use emergency and immediate all the times without saying what it's actually going to be used for. So, of course, it got approved, and the $4.5 million was spent to buy four 2026 Chevy Tahoes. 4 of them. They managed to spend $4.5 million just to buy the Tahoes themselves. Is $150,000 a piece. Every single government entity and or contractor to it is used to launder money. Every single one of them. You can go buy a Chevy Tahoe yourself for whatever. They're already way more expensive than they should be now, but they are not $150,000. Okay? They are not. But added on top of this, to get up to the $4.5 million for that, is that they bought the FalcoNet core systems for $2.85 million, an unlicensed FalcoNet core system for $200,000. I don't even know what the difference is between that. Delta 5G perpetual license for FalcoNet 5 those for $280,000. The 4 Tahoes altogether cost $600,000. The FalcoNet backpack core V2 6 by BTS 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, $355,500. Flexible antenna kit, $27,000. The Cognyte PA Ranger, $105,000. Unlicensed Falcon backpack, Core V2, the same thing, blah, 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 blah. So this makes it sound like it is a man-portable version, even though it can be carried in a Falcon case. This sounds like you would just stick it in your backpack and walk around and walk down the street and pick up everybody around you and spy on them. And the total amount was $4,487,500. $4.5 million of taxpayer money to spy on citizens of this country, and that money is going over to Israeli companies. Dude, this is all entirely 100% unconstitutional. Do not try and tell me otherwise. And again, just like I said in one of the other videos about the Supreme Court things, Chatry versus the United States, enshrined and ruled that people have a reasonable expectation of privacy in location data revealing their movements, and that even short-term tracking of any kind counts as a search under the Fourth Amendment. The mere existence of this technology in this country is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. None of this should be allowed to exist. We have out of control, power-hungry police agencies, quote-unquote elected officials, appointed bureaucrats that you can't get rid of, bought and paid for politicians. They are all out of control, and all they care about is money and power, and they will subjugate you to make sure that they receive it. So now they have this stuff that is going to be mounted in SUVs that look like any other freaking police cruiser driving down the road, monitoring and spying on you and listening into your conversations without a warrant. It is redirecting your traffic to a fake cell phone station so they can listen into it. This is ridiculous. Per the user guide, that the dimension of this is in metric. I don't know. I'm only working freedom units, but I'm gonna say looks like it's maybe the size of like a stereo or a small cooler, like here or a guitar amp, right? Okay, and it weighs about 8 kilograms. So what's that, like 10, 12 pounds? I don't know. I don't work in that stupid metric system. It has RJ445 LAN ports, 4-way and Amphenol power connector, SMA panel connectors for GPS and clock synchronization, and QN type connectors for RF input and antenna output. So all of this will be used to monitor your phones in real time, listen to what you're saying in real time, and then lock in your GPS location of where this phone call took place, and line it up to whatever is it the universal clock or worldwide clock, whatever it's called, to synchronize that up so it tells exactly when that happened. Okay? It runs on 24 to 36 volts, drawing 35 amps on 260 watts full transmission. Government purchase orders such as the one from Florida Department of Law Enforcement show the system is modular and sold in deployment kits packaged in SKB Pelican cases containing the core software, core software-defined radio, SDR, base stations, power distribution units, and directional antenna kits. And this is this person just speculating here, but it would probably look like a regular police Tahoe on the outside with maybe another little extra antenna on top of it that you won't be able to see behind all the other antenna spyware that they already have on that. Guys, this is unacceptable. This is the world that we are living in. We are falling headfirst into Minority Report. And you can look right here. You can look right here on this, the Cognyte's whatever bullshit website. Threat intelligent, detect and mitigate. Investigate and SOC teams require solutions for faster detection and mitigation to real-time response to threats. This is the whole pre-crime bullshit. This is them deciding that you are going to commit a crime before you commit it, even if you weren't going to commit it. Don't you see that? This is not them doing anything to make anything safer. This is them creating a criminal out of you when you have done nothing wrong. Every bit of it is 100% illegal. And the kicker is that they're taking your money to bend you over and ram it up your ass. That's what they're doing. This is out of control, people. And I know this video is not going to be able to go anywhere to be seen my name because I said Israel in it. Because that will be blocked by the algorithm and the AI monitoring of what is said in YouTube videos. But it's the same damn company. The same damn country behind all this. You can go watch my bus patrol video where I purposely made an effort to not say any of those words, but I show you on screen exactly who the investors are behind this new technology to put license plate readers on buses to scan everybody's information as a bus drives through a neighborhood to pick up kids to go to school. This is a dystopian hellscape we are falling ourselves into. This is absolutely ridiculous. And now per surveillancewatch.io, they monitor, I don't know what the executive site is, but they go and look and see what is all happening surveillance-wise and how big of a threat this actually is. And of course right here, this is 100% severe. Because of course it is, because they are driving around listening and spying on everybody. FalcoNet surveillance technology developed by the Israeli firm Cognyte, designed as a cell tower simulator capable of intercepting and collecting data from mobile phones. It functions as an airborne system deployable on manned aircraft like helicopters or fixed-wing planes and is used to gather unique identifiers from phones, intercept unencrypted communications, your text messages, right? Phone calls, and jam normal signals to force devices to connect to its artificial stations. They will jam. You are paying money to be able to have your phone that spies on you already, to be able to make phone calls to connect to the cell phone towers of your provider of choice, to make phone calls to talk to your loved ones, whatever it is. And now this Israeli company is coming in and selling this technology to our police to block your cell phones from going to the tower of which you're paying to run to their artificial tower so they can listen in on all of your communications. This is unacceptable, people. None of this is about safety. Stop defending this shit. This is overreach by every sort of aspect possible, by the governments that are allowing this to happen, by these tech companies that are creating all this shit to make some money, by all these people that are contracting with the government, by these police departments that are just so eager to spend their allotted money budget that they get, because they know if they don't spend it, they won't get the same amount of money. So they will spend it on, instead of on getting better training and stuff for the cops, they will spend it on technology that all it does is subjugate you further. Everybody is complicit in this. And the people that are complicit the most are the people that sit idly and say they have nothing to hide. You are the ones that are allowing this to happen because you are burying your head in the sand and not realizing how bad things have gotten in the world, for everybody. This is America. This shit's not supposed to happen here. Come on, people. Wake your asses up. God. The state of Florida has purchased this technology for $793,000 as part of Operation Vigilant Sentry and aimed at surveilling migrants, particularly from Haiti. If they were surveilling migrants, or we shouldn't say migrants, illegals. I know a lot of people have a problem with ICE and all this shit. I don't, because our country has been overran by actual criminals that have entered the country illegally. Whether or not you think the immigration process is too long or too intense, that's a debate to have something else. But the fact of the matter is that we do have laws to try and prevent people from coming into this country illegally, turning it into a shithole, taking all of our money, taking all of our handouts, and generally running everything down. There are laws to deal with that. Those people that were brought in here illegally by the millions under the last administration and all throughout the time leading up to that, every single one of them need to be removed and sent back to where they came from. If people want to come here legally, that is perfectly fine. We would love to have you be American citizens and join and assimilate and be a part of this fantastic country. But until that happens, those people need to be removed. We need to stop calling them migrants and call them what they are. They're illegals. So Florida is using the excuse of surveilling the illegals that come over from Haiti on their little boats and trying to say that's where to pick it up. I don't know if those illegals from Haiti even have cell phones. I highly doubt that they do. I imagine they just get here and disappear into society. So this sort of technology under that guise is bullshit. This is to spy on everybody else. They are using something, an issue, to then enact worse totalitarian policies. Okay? Same thing with bus patrol. Yes, there is an issue with cars driving around parked school buses, putting kids in danger, but they're using that as a way to put license plate readers on there to surveil everybody as the bus drives by. Yes, cars get stolen, but they are using that as an excuse to put flock cameras all over everywhere in the country to monitor people, their movements, who they have around them, what they are doing, where they are at any given time, to spy on everybody. They will use one small tiny excuse to justify a massive power grab and trampling of freedoms. Wake up, people. Now, if you happen to see this video, please do share so other people can see it, because the algorithm is not going to help this video at all, but this needs to be shared. The algorithm is purposely going to suppress this information because I mentioned a certain country and their spy capabilities are making its way into the US. It will be suppressed by that. The algorithm, the AI of YouTube will suppress it. So please share this so people understand what is going on. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. Obviously, I'm a little bit agitated by this, as you should expect. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.